Welcome back, Legendary Potato here. Today I want to give my honest thoughts on what I feel about the new update for Minecraft Console Editions, where it's going to turn into Minecraft Universal, where pretty much Pocket Edition, Windows 10, and consoles will be united. So I'm going to give my honest thoughts on it. I'm not going to go ahead and make anything up or anything like that. I'm going to be honest. If you guys do enjoy this video, make sure you do leave a like on it, but it's just going to be more ranty than usual, so if you want a rant video, then this one is the one for you. But I'm just going to go over some of the pros and some of the cons of exactly what we're expecting today. So, that's kind of what we're looking at, so let's get right into it. So first off, the pros. Let's go over everything that's great about this, right? We get things like servers, shaders, add-ons, all the things you would see on Pocket Edition, which is pretty cool because Console Edition doesn't really have any of that. The closest you get to any of that is add-ons, and that's not even really even close. That's just console modding, really. So honestly, like the whole aspect of just having servers, shaders, and add-ons is pretty huge for being able to do that on a console. So that's something that's a huge plus on the console side, on being on the positive side. But that's kind of cool and all. If you like shaders, and that's really nice. That's something people have been looking forward to for quite a while now. But as well as that, there's also going to be like more multiplayer because of the servers, so you can play with more people online, which is pretty cool. So being able to play with more people, or have more friends, or do whatever you want to do, I think is pretty cool in that sort of way as well, because you can only have 8, or if you're on current gen you could have 16 people in a mini game. But it just kind of comes down to now you can have bigger multiplayer and do all that sort of thing. So there's a lot more options you can have with that when you have a lot more people, which is pretty cool. So I assume they'll probably optimize that as well, considering that normal multiplayer right now on console is not considered to be the best. But we'll have to see exactly how that turns out. I assume it'll be pretty good, since it's all like private servers and stuff like that, so it should actually work pretty fine as long as it's done correctly. But as well as that, we're gonna have faster updates, because Pocket Edition has been getting updates extremely quickly in the past year and a half, I'd say, where they've been getting updates every few months or so, and they have tons of new features, and it's crazy how fast Pocket Edition has been growing. Just since it's the most popular version, it seems like it's the most prioritized version at this point. So now they're pretty much catching up to where PC is, and even going further in some places as well. Now it's like almost past Console Edition. So at this point, we'll be getting faster updates, as like at least we'll probably be getting faster updates on the new console, universal whole edition of Minecraft, which is kind of nice. Having more changes more frequently is pretty good. As long as they're positive changes, I don't really have a problem with that. I think that's pretty nice. Having more changes to the game, I think, is a huge plus in my opinion. And of course, one of the most obvious positives is the crossplay, being able to play with people on other versions of Minecraft, such as playing on Switch, Xbox One, Windows 10, or Pocket Edition, which is on a mobile device. That is a huge plus. So being able to play with a bunch of other communities is a huge positive there. Being able to expand how you can play with people, I think, is huge, in case you want to play with friends who may only have a Switch or on a phone or whatever. You can play with them as well, which I think is really awesome that sort of way. So I think that'll work really well. Just in combination with everything else, should be really cool, and we'll have to see how that turns out, of course. So with that all in mind, let's get into why I'm not a big fan of what exactly is going to happen, and some of the cons, exactly what I feel like is going to happen here. So first of all, last gen Console Edition is probably going to start dying at this point, with the fact that it's still with 4J, and 4J is typically slower with their update process. I'd assume that Console Edition just going to lose player base, and people are going to move to current gen, and then they're going to play the new version. I feel like last gen consoles are going to start dying after this point. It's going to slow down, community's going to fall off, at least in my opinion. We'll have to see if that actually happens, but it feels like that's something that might happen. Just the fact that if they're not getting as much stuff as Universal Edition, then I can see that becoming a problem rather quickly, where people are just losing interest in the game, or want to upgrade to Xbox One or Xbox One S, or want a Xbox One X. So we'll have to see, but I feel like this is kind of towards the end of last gen consoles. As well as that, Minecraft Universal, or as you guys have known, Minecraft Pocket Edition, has recently gotten the Minecraft Store, which I am not a big fan of at all. I feel like it's just cash grabbing from Microsoft, So that is probably going to be coming over to Minecraft Universal, so you can, use that on Minecraft Xbox One or Minecraft Switch if you're on those. So then I feel like that just comes down to like, oh, so Microsoft just kind of expanded their whole game just so that they could have their store on more options so they can make more money, which I feel like is such a shady thing to do. Shady shaders, but anyway, it's just like it comes down to the fact that like I'm really not a big fan of the store, and it just seems like it's terrible DLC, just that shouldn't even be priced or anything like that. It's just like, yep, you gotta buy these things, and just it doesn't feel right, and it just feels like it's just quick crash. It just feels like it's quick cash grabbing, which I'm not a big fan of. So I'm sure you've heard of it now, but now Minecraft PC is now going to be known as Minecraft Java Edition, which has gotten a huge mixed reaction from the community. Some people are like, oh, that sounds kind of cool. Some people don't care. And some people are totally not happy about this. I've seen people in the PC community who feel like this just kind of degrades the original version of Minecraft to the point where it just feels like it's just this sub version of Minecraft, which kind of sucks, where it's just kind of like, oh, so Minecraft PC is now recognized as this subversion, and now this new Minecraft Universal version is now going to be known as just Minecraft, which it just seems weird that the original version is now a subversion, and now this random Pocket Edition version has taken over to the point where it's now the main version, which just seems kind of weird. I don't know how that's gonna go, but I've seen a lot of people have mixed reactions about that. I thought I'd bring that one up, but I feel like the whole Java Edition thing, in my opinion, just feels super wrong to me. I don't know. I feel like it just should be Minecraft or Minecraft PC, but just the fact that it's just Java Edition just totally kills it for me. As well as that, Minecraft Pocket Edition is statistically the youngest Minecraft community, so having them in combination with console editions and Windows 10, I feel like is going to be a little bit weird, since now the player base is even younger, which will just kind of feel weird. It'd be like, oh yeah, so you're playing with even younger audiences, and it just seems kind of strange. Like, I know console editions kind of really mixed. But when it comes to Pocket Edition, it seems like the community is much lower in age than all the other versions. So we'll have to see how that turns out. But at least personally, I've never really been a big fan of the Minecraft Pocket Edition community. Nothing against you guys personally. It's just the way it is. So back to normal Minecraft Console Edition. I feel like normal Minecraft Console Edition modding is going to start dying off at this point, since people are going to stop playing past gen console and are going to start playing this current gen console, and there's going to be things like add-ons and stuff. So the normal modding we have now, where with NBT editing or GRF editing, etc., are going to slowly die off, because people are not going to want to do that, as they have these add-ons that they'd rather use than actually mod the game themselves and kind of understand how the game works. They'll just download these add-ons, be like, yep, I'll do that. So I really like the form of console modding we have now. I think it's really cool and unique, and you learn a lot about the game from doing it. But it seems like it's going to slowly die off, and the modding community might shrink a little bit, just considering the fact that people aren't really going to appreciate the mods the same or even care as much, since they have these add-ons and they're not really going to care too much about exactly what else is going on as far as that goes. So they'll just be not really caring, and that kind of sucks, because I really do like the mods. And my last con point is that the YouTube community is going to drastically change. So pretty much all the Pocket Edition YouTubers and all the Console Edition YouTubers are going to come together in this sort of way, where we're going to have this either really giant community or something really weird's going to happen, which I'm not sure exactly how that's going to work. But what I'd assume is going to happen is there's going to be larger video competition, and things where it's like YouTubers just kind of have beef with each other, or this sort of thing. And just there's so many YouTubers that are now going to combine together, and I don't know how that's all going to work. Or I guess the YouTubers that do Pocket Edition and console are probably going to start pushing away from console, but I don't know. We'll have to see exactly where that goes. I'm not really exactly sure how it's going to go yet. But these are just my thoughts and opinions on the whole new thing. If you think I left out any points, or if you guys don't agree with something, let me know down in the comments, or what you guys think of the whole thing. But if you guys did enjoy this video, make sure you do leave a like on it if you enjoyed it. Subscribe if you're new to the channel. And I'll see you guys in the next video, so have a good one. Peace.